Fine-tuning or RAG? That is the question. In this video, I'll explain the differences. Let's say you're interacting with a large language model, GPT or Gemini or Claude. There are lots of them out there these days. It's super smart and has basically been trained on the entire internet through 2023. So I, in 2024, ask, what are the new features of the iPhone 16? And of course, this stumps the LLM. The iPhone 16 came out in 2024, so it can't answer this question because it hasn't been trained on that data. So should we use fine-tuning or RAG to solve this problem? Let's talk about it. First, we have our starting point. As we already said, the LLM has been trained on some initial data set, and for popular LLMs today, that's basically the web. So I can send in a query, and it can give me a good general answer in a conversational tone, and all of those things that we already know. Okay. So what is fine-tuning? Well, here we obviously have the same starting point, but then we go and train the model some more with this new data about the iPhone. This new data has to be labeled data. In other words, there's some processing that has to happen, just like with the initial data. It requires extra computing resources and time to make this happen. And during the training process, the internal parameters of the model change. So it's basically a different model than what we started with. But after we've gone through that training, the model can now give us the same general answers, but it can also give us the answers about the newest iPhone. So that's fine-tuning in a nutshell. With RAG, or retrieval-augmented generation, we obviously have the same starting point, but here, when we submit the query, it doesn't go straight to the LLM. Instead, it goes to a retriever. That retriever is going to go search a knowledge base for information that's relevant to the query. What's nice here is this data doesn't have to be pre-processed and labeled. It could be just a bunch of PDF documents or CSV files, images, HTML docs. It could even be a database, whatever data you have that's specific to your company or your domain. From there, the retriever enhances or augments, hence the name retrieval-augmented generation, augments the query with that additional information. So it says, okay, here's the query that the user asked, and here's all this additional information that's relevant to what they're asking. Then with all of that extra info, the LLM is able to answer new questions about the iPhone or whatever the query was. So we get to the same result in the end, but what happens behind the scenes is a little bit different. I'll leave you with this slide mostly for reference. I'll save you the pain of me reading the whole thing. But in short, fine-tuning is basically training the model with new information. So it's good for kind of slow-moving data, things that don't need to be updated often. Whereas RAG enhances the data real-time, so much better for dynamic data. And it's going to be cheaper in terms of training costs, but higher operational costs because you're doing the real-time data retrieval. But they can be used together. It doesn't have to be either or. Say, for example, you have an AI-powered financial advisor. You would fine-tune the model on historical financial data, economic theories, investment strategies, different risk models. So the model just has a good baseline understanding of the financial world. And then for RAG, you could feed in daily market changes, breaking news, the latest economic reports, interest rate decisions, geopolitical events, those kinds of things. Things that are changing more frequently. So there you go. If you enjoyed this and you're interested in how to work with RAG in AWS, then check out this other video about how to build your own chatbot using Amazon Bedrock and Lex. Also consider subscribing to the channel for more bite-sized content like this. Thanks so much for watching.